Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode talk from Pokemon the series The Beginning, and welcome to the start of a bit of a filler arc as we have before we get to that next gym. It's gonna be a bit of a fillery thing, but don't worry about that one. This one is not all that bad, and there's one thing I loved in this episode. But anyway, let's get into it. So we are back on Lapras, back on the ocean, and we are close to Mandarin Island, so we head over there. Apparently it's great, however Cassidy and Buffy are there, so trouble is there as well, which immediately happens when they get to the island, because apparently there are some Pokemon revolting against their trainers, so Ash and Pikachu want to step in, but they cross some kind of threshold, and now Pikachu is evil as well, and Togepi as well, so Pikachu attacks the gang, and then afterwards, thanks to Voltorb blowing itself up, they escape. So then Jenny appears, who has a Ghastly, who is apparently unaffected by whatever is making these Pokemon evil, and then back at the cop station, we call Professor Oak, who thinks it might be a bit of mind control action. And then Jenny's like, maybe it's psychic powers, because Ghastly, you know, he's a ghost type, so that's good against psychic types. And I'm like, he's still going on about that nonsense. Like, that's nonsense. Let's be honest here, that's absolute nonsense, because we're still in Generation 1. Also, Ghastly's weak to psychic attacks. What are you talking about? He's not strong against it. He does not resist psychic moves. He's weak to it because he's part poison. What are you talking about? Sorry, I had to get that little rant out of the way. But like in Generation 1, Ghost-type moves did not work on Psychic-type Pokemon. Okay? Psychic types are not weak to Ghost until we get to the Gold and Silver series, which we are still far away from. Anyway, back on track. So then, Ash and the gang are going to help Officer Jenny with the search for whatever is doing whatever and whoever. So then Team Rocket also arrives here. Meowth gets controlled and leaves, but don't worry about that. Jesse and James follow him, and afterwards we get the official reveal that it is indeed Cassidy and Buffy, and they have a little bit of a motto off to see who does it better. Also, Drowsy is the one who is in control of everything, which probably makes MJTV a little bit excited. And then afterwards, Jesse and James send out their Pokemon, and it's like, Lickitung, it's been forever since I've seen you. My goodness, how are you doing today? I haven't seen you in forever, my god. Like, we only get it in one episode, and that is in the episode where Jesse catches it, and outside of that, we get it, like, referenced once, and it takes all the way until now before we get to see it again, so it was nice seeing it. But afterwards, Jesse and James get easily kicked out, and Ghastly apparently found Team Rocket, and now they are at the cop station, and the gang is basically taking care of their wounds, I guess you could say. However, Team Rocket will not help the cops, but then they get convinced by Ash, who starts to cry. It's like, okay, fine. So we need a plan in order to get in, and it's a simple plan, okay? Jesse and James are gonna haul a giant cart full of Pokeballs. The squad's gonna be inside, under the Pokeballs, and then afterwards, once we're inside, we're gonna jump out, and we're gonna get the Pokemon back, save the day. Anyone, just kick someone, break someone's neck, and save the day. You know how it works. You watch Ryan George. And it works. We get inside, we jump out, fantastic. And then Ghastly turns out to fully be immune to the psychic powers, and I'm like, yeah, but why, though? But whatever, you know what? We're not gonna go into it, okay? Technically, Dark Types would have been more helpful, but hey, whatever. Doesn't exist yet. So, since Ghastly is a bit immune, we need some help, so all the Pokemon start to attack. Ash runs over in order to get Pikachu. Ghastly then jumps in front of the blast in order to protect Ash, and is like, excuse me, what? Also, by the way, that blast wasn't really gonna hit Ash. Let's be honest there. He was, like, too small, but whatever. Anyway, he takes that blast full face, so that Ghastly is just going to die, okay? That Ghastly is going to basically be snapped away. Simple as that, okay? She's gonna disappear from there. Like, really? It's a Ghastly versus like 15 attacks built into one. That is no way you can survive that. But then Ash goes under in order to get the Pikachu. Then he has an idea. Wait, Pikachu's going to attack me. So Ash lures Pikachu over in order to destroy the machinery, which works. Now it's time for the Pokemon to escape. And now we need to take care of Cassidy and Butch. So then Pikachu and Team Rocket go up against Drowsy, but they're no match for Drowsy. Then afterwards, Drowsy gets commanded to use Metronome, at which point Togepi copies it and learns Metronome. First time usage of Metronome. However, it seems like Togepi is better at using Metronome than Drowsy because of the fact that it gets to do it first and blows everything up. So that's fun. We got it. Lapras. We save the day and the gang gets an honorary citizenship. And Team Rocket has already disappeared because they don't want recognition, even though James kinda does want recognition. So then afterwards we head back on Lapras and it's back on the ocean again for the next filler episode. And yeah, I thought this episode was fun, but I want to talk right now about what I found actually fun about this episode. You need to look at Drowsy when he's doing his moves, because the animators had some fun with Drowsy, okay? He does some stupid stuff in order to make the moves. It's so funny. Like, I really laughed. I thought this episode was harmless. It was a fine episode, but the next filler episode is going to be way better. So, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section down below. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if it's already, turn notifications, don't forget, check out the Let's Play channel, link in the description, and at the end of the video. And like I said, I'll see you guys next time for a very good filler episode with the Crystal Onyx. Bye!